Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is 2 o'clock Wednesday, March the 27th, 2024. It is time for the 330 to go sports talk show, Wednesday afternoon edition. I am Mike Vorhies. With me, as always, Joe Flacco's best friend, golf and Caleb Williams supporter, Jay Wilhelm. Jay, welcome to the chaos, brother. How are you?
What's up, man? Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day. We're closing in. Easter right around the corner. Baseball begins on Thursday, tomorrow night for the Guardians. But we're going to jump right into breaking news, just hitting the sports desk here. It has been reported and confirmed by the man himself, Ice Cube, a.k.a. The actor extraordinaire, co-owner and creator of the Big Three. He has offered Iowa Hawkeyes senior guard Caitlin Clark a $5 million deal to join the Big Three. That's insane. $5 million. Jay, what are you thinking here? I mean, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she makes that in endorsements now, but you can't say no. Like, you get to be the first female on top of it all.
Well, first female
Build
player,
your brand even more.
Yeah, they have a couple coaches. And
Yeah.
I mean, to be the first, I mean, she's got to do it, right? She's going to make more than what she would make in the WNBA, I would imagine. So
and she's gonna continue to build her brand. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Right, absolutely. Oh my god, I'm stunned. $5 million for what? Their season's 5 months long, if that. Every Saturday,
so $1 million a month.
Something like that. I mean, I'd love to. We'll get the breakdown once once I see all the financials. I want to break it down per minute what she would get paid. I mean, that their games aren't that long. It's what, first to 25, and then it's halftime, and then I think to win it, it's 50. If I'm 50 or 55. I mean, that's crazy. $5 million, sign me up. I'll be the water boy. I'll distribute beverages. Why not? I mean, come on. That leads us right into the opening topic for today's show. Jay, we're down to the Sweet 16. How's your bracket?
I don't know. I go off of the percentile. I go through the ESPN app and it's 88.1. I'm not at the top, but I'm between the middle and the top. So top 3/4, I guess. So not terrible. I mean,
well, of the 15 brackets that I filled out, I know Matt McGaw on the morning show yesterday poked fun at me and said I'd filled out some ridiculous number. It's 15, folks. I promise you it's 15. All but 2 have done really well. So 13 out of 15 is not bad. I'll take it. In the 330 to go tournament challenge, I am currently sitting in 25th place. Not great, not horrible. I'm higher than Hank, which is good. But Joe and Matt McGaw are ahead of me. So as of right now, Joe is running away with it. It's his to lose. So we'll see. Games start again Thursday night. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Easter Sunday. Cannot wait. This NCAA tournament stuff is incredible. I love the upsets. Kentucky losing really hurt me for some dumb, idiotic reason. I had them in the championship game in the 330 to go challenge bracket. I don't know how that happened. That's got to be an oversight. I don't know, but yeah, that hurt. But other than that, that Oakland team was fun to watch. That kid, I mean, he had 0 Division I offers, went to Division II, did extremely well, only received 1 Division I scholarship, and that was to Oakland, and he took it. And then the dude hits 10 threes and was unconscious shooting the ball. Just unbelievable. Jack Golke, I believe is his name. I saw that he has an ad now he's working for a Honda dealership or helping promote, saying that, take a car. I forget what it was. I meant to grab it and pull it up. I failed. Before I forget, folks, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, comment. Let us know that you are watching. We got Robert saying go Tribe. Again, Robert, I told you. I know. I get it. It's the Guardians. I'm wearing the hat. See right here, the hat. We're going with the Guardians today. Forever and always will be Chief Wahoo, the Tribe, the Indians. I get it, but the Guardians now, and we'll turn the page. Jay, I will say I'm doing better in the women's bracket than I am in the men's side. I've only missed one game in the women's bracket.
There's not too many overall upsets in a women's bracket year to year.
I picked Middle Tennessee over Louisville in the first round, or Louisville. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I said Louisville.
Louisville.
It's not Ohio. Louisville. Can't believe I did that. Anyway, that'll be on the blooper reel at some point. And then I did pick Duke over Ohio State. So I'm doing pretty well. My bracket's intact. I've guessed 98 point something percent of the games. So
yeah, my women's is worse than both of my men's.
Well, yeah. What's the rule? You win some, you lose some. As the bracket goes, we'll be talking about it, I'm sure, next week. Where after now we'll be very close, folks. Elite Eight will be Elite Eight time will be this weekend. We go from 16 to 8, and then to 4, and then to 2, and then a national champion will be crowned. But you know what, Jay? There's bigger news than the NCAA tournament. And that's that the Guardians are back, folks. Baseball, Major League Baseball begins subtracting the Seoul series in Korea, where the Dodgers and Padres played, and split their 2-game series in Seoul, South Korea. Now it's for real for the rest of the teams. The Guardians will start on the West Coast. They will take on the Oakland, Las Vegas, homeless A's. At some point, the A's lose their stadium. I think they've got it for this year, but the Alex Wood will take the hill for the Oakland A's. And the man, the myth, the legend, Shane Bieber, who is 62 strikeouts away from 1,000. He will most certainly get that this year, barring some sort of catastrophic injury. Shane Bieber, for the 5th consecutive year, will take the rubber for the Guardians. Jay, I would like to break down quickly the Guardians opening day roster, a few head scratchers and a few not so much head scratchers. So obviously, that's the wrong sheet of paper. Let's come back to it. I don't know what I did with the sheet. Oh, yes, I do. I folded it like an idiot. It's back. I've got it. So obviously, your starting pitcher, Shane Bieber, obviously, he's our first starter. He'll go in game number 1. Game number 2, left-hander, Logan Allen. Game 3 will be Tanner Bybee. Game 4 will be none other than Carlos Cookie Carrasco. And then number 5 will be Tristan McKenzie. You may have realized I left out Gavin Williams. That's because Mr. Williams will miss his first 2 starts. He is on the injured list. A minor injury. He is ramping up. He will join the club very soon, but he will miss his first probably 2 starts. So Cookie slides into that starting rotation, which I love. He is back. This is going to be a phenomenal season just simply because Cookie is here. Then you move into the bullpen. Our long reliever will be Tyler Beatty. He was a former San Francisco Giant prospect. Guardians brought him in on a non-roster invite to spring training. He turned some heads, looked really good, so the club's going to make him the long reliever. He'll be joined in the bullpen by Hunter Gaddis, Tim Herron, Eli Morgan, Nick Sandlin, Scott Barlow, who will take the setup role. Trevor Steffen, one of our normal setup men, is out for the season, had Tommy John surgery. So we'll miss him for sure. But Scott Barlow will do the setups, and then Emmanuel Clase will slam the door and get all the saves, hopefully with a little depth in this bullpen. Our guys won't be as taxed as they were last year. And we won't have as many blown saves for Clase, and guys just won't be tired come July, August, September. Cade Smith rounds out the pitching staff unless the team makes an external signing. Maybe somebody's going to get designated for assignment. now that rosters will have to be announced. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if the Guardians make a move. Speaking of the Guardians, if you love baseball and love the Guardians, you better listen to the MLB Guardcast. I know Jay does. He's subscribed. Listen to the MLB Guardcast wherever podcasts are available, or if you want to watch instead, hey, we're on YouTube. Just search MLB Guardcast. You can see our smiling faces, me and Brian Shaw. We just dropped 2 episodes in the last 2 weeks. We had Jim Rosenhaus on from the Cleveland Guardians. This week, we talked to Akron Rubber Ducks announcer and broadcaster Marco Lanave, and we broke down the opening day roster and position battles and getting you ready for the season. So make sure, go give us a listen. Tell us how good we are. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Similar to what you do for us. Remember, like, share, comment, folks. Let us know that you're watching. We love our people. Anyway, moving on back to the Guardians. 2 catchers make the roster. That is Bo Naylor and Mr. Austin Hedges. Austin Hedges back with the Guardians. He will serve as our backup catcher. Not known for his offense. He's here, folks, strictly for defense, and he can call an amazing game with this pitching staff. And he just won a World Series. So having Hedgie back is going to be great. No more dad bod, reportedly. He has abs now, according to some photos from spring training. So kudos to Austin Hedges. In the infield, it will be Josh Naylor at first base. It will be Andres Jimenez at second base. Brian Rocchio is your opening day shortstop. He won the shortstop battle with Gabriel Arias. So Rocchio will be the first out of the gate to be our shortstop. And then, of course, at the cornerstone, it will be Jose Ramirez at third. 2 utility players, David Fry, who is a super utility guy. He can catch. He can play the infield. He can play the outfield, as well as Gabriel Arias, who can play the infield and the outfield. And then our outfielders will be Stephen Kwan in left. In right field will be a platoon featuring Ramon Laureano and Will Brennan. And then Tyler Freeman gets the start in center field. And then Estevan Florial finishes the Guardians' 26-man roster. A shock, though, Jay, no more Miles Straw. He was put on outright waivers. Nobody claimed him, and he is now in AAA. So Miles Straw will start the season as a Columbus Clipper. Your thoughts? Were you a little shocked when you read that?
I was very shocked when I saw that. But again, I wasn't at spring training, so I don't know what was going on. And, they clearly have something or saw something in maybe not him, but the person that's going to take that spot that they felt, okay, we can do this and feel comfortable.
Right. Well, we know that Miles struggled last year and the year before, obviously coming over in a trade with the Houston Astros towards the end of 21-22. I mean, here we go. That is a shift in front office mentality. They're placing talent over contract. Amen. 1,000%. Took the words right out of my mouth. Tyler Freeman hit the ball really well, and he played an excellent center field. Again, super utility guy. He can play all over the diamond. We thought potentially maybe at shortstop we may see him. New manager Stephen Vogt, this is his show, and he's going to run it how he sees fit. So maybe Miles will be back if Florial struggles, or if Brennan struggles, or if Laureano's. I mean, it's not over for Miles Straw. Maybe we'll see if he can get his act together. He was hitting the ball well in spring training, but obviously not well enough to keep his roster spot. I'm excited. I mean, you've got talent. Obviously, Chase DeLauder, he'll start the season at AA Akron, most likely. He probably won't be there very long. Very talented. He had a heck of a spring. I joked and said he should probably make the opening day lineup. He didn't. He's back in he's back in AA. And then we've got so many people. You've got Johanski Noel, George Valera, AAA. You've got Angel Martinez, who turned a lot of heads. 330 says put Quan in center and Beefcakes on the corners. I'm assuming with Beefcakes he means Estevan Florial and either Ramon Laureano or Will Brennan. No, I think the Guardians prefer Quan in left. I think Quan did play a few games in center last year, but I just think he's better suited for left field. I think they're going to really put center in Tyler Freeman's hands and let him run with it. I think Florial will spell him every once in a while. But I think Tyler Freeman is the guy. He's the center fielder of the future for us. We'll see how it works. We've got plenty of talent that's in the minor leagues that'll hopefully make its way soon. Sam Henches, Gavin Williams, those guys will be back. They're injured and on the injured list to start the season. They'll join the team, and then they're going to have to do some roster shuffling as always. Really bad lag on the pod today, boys. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's on your end, Robert. It's not on mine. We seem to be doing quite well. Anybody else experiencing a really bad lag? I don't know. I know that Jay had a catastrophe happen at work today. You built an internet infrastructure in less than 2 hours, sir, to save the day. And you made time to come on the show. So
it wasn't me. I just made the time.
Well, you did amazing. I'm glad you made time for the show. Thanks so much. 330 says it's fine on our end. So, Robert, I'm sorry if we're lagging. You can go ahead and rewatch this later. Go check us out on YouTube. We do really appreciate you tuning in. Jay, baseball starts, and I cannot wait. I know I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the gambling issue with Shohei Ohtani and his interpreter. I know Matt talked about it a little bit yesterday. I don't know if Shohei is completely innocent in all of this. I hope that he is for his sake. As an absolute,
it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if he is or not. The people that I see online talking about, well, he had to know, that's a lot of money. I can tell you're poor, because if you have a lot of money, I don't think you understand how easy it is for someone in your inner circle to take it.
Well,
it's easier than you think.
We know that Ohtani,
and I know a few that's happened to.
Wow. I mean, we know Ohtani doesn't speak great English. I'm sure he understands ball, strike, out, 2 down. I'm sure he could carry on a simple conversation, but not. I mean, $4.5 million to go missing. That's a lot of money, but not for somebody that's making $700 million and will be a billionaire by the time he's done. But we'll see. I'm going to let baseball do their investigation. I'm not a huge Shohei guy. I don't know a lot about him, but I know that being a two-way stud, he hits the ball extremely well, pitches unbelievably. The Dodgers got him, and I'm not a fan of the Dodgers, so we'll see. We'll see how he does. Real quick, I did see this. Robert wants to know who we like in the Masters this year. Is there? I'll let you take this, Jay, our resident golf expert, PGA Live guy. Who's taking the Masters next weekend?
You know what? Yeah, I haven't even had time to look into it. So
I'm gonna go with Scotty Scheffler. I just have a hunch.
He's striking the ball well right now. Don't be surprised if Xander ends up at the top part of the leaderboard on Sunday.
There you go.
Xander Schauffele. We mentioned him last week. Keep that name. Keep that name in your hat also. I'd have to look at the whole field to see who's in it.
We can talk Masters next week, Robert. Don't worry. We'll get you set up for the Masters. I'm sure Matt will as well. Jay, it's time for the 2-minute warning. In honor of April being the NFL draft, Jay and I decided after his teaser last week talking about Caleb Williams being the unanimous, sounds like #1 pick for the Chicago Bears, we wanted to talk about NFL quarterbacks, and what better place to do the top 10 worst quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Jay, I have 2 minutes on the clock. When you are ready, sir, I will begin my list. We'll see how many I can get of the top 10. I have not did any research of any kind. I'm strictly going off the cuff here. So,
and folks, we realize this is very subjective. It's opinion. We get it. Some people are going to think one's worse than the other. So,
all right,
this
I'm going to go
fact,
with my clock's already started. So, Jamarcus Russell, Ryan.
He's #1. Yep, he's #2.
Joey Harrington.
He is #5.
Nice. Johnny Manziel.
He is number 8.
Man. Brandon Smoking Whedon.
Brandon Smoking Whedon is not on my top 10.
Wow, drafted in the first round by the Browns. Not on your list. Dude was not great. Matt Leinart.
He wasn't. Matt Leinart is number 7.
Vince Young.
Vince Young is number 4 on my list.
Wow. Robert Griffin III.
He is not on my top 10.
David Carr.
Not on my top 10.
Wow. Tim Tebow. I hope
Not on my top 10.
That. Okay. Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn is number 6.
Wow. What do I got left?
You got 1, 2, 3 more left. You got my number 3 spot, 9 and 10.
Christian Ponder.
He's my number 10.
Blaine Gabbert.
Not in my top 10.
Byron Leftwich.
Not in my top 10.
Kyle Bowler.
Not in my top 10.
JP Lossman.
He's number 9. You got 1 more left. He's my number 3 spot.
Can I have a hint?
He still plays.
He's
He's still on a roster. Let's put it that way.
Can you tell me who he plays for? I have 10 seconds.
I can tell you he was drafted by the Cardinals.
Drafted by the Cardinals
in 2018.
2018. Oh, Mitch Trubisky.
Nope, but he is not in my top 10.
Thanks for that, Robert. I appreciate that. All right, time is up. Who'd I miss?
Josh Rosen is my number 3 spot.
Oh, Josh, former Cleveland Brown, Josh Rosen. Oh, awful. Awful. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, I got 9 out of 10. Not bad. Not
you did
bad
great.
At all. There's Robert in again with the win. So obviously, folks, poking a little bit of fun at the NFL draft. Jay, you had said Caleb Williams should not be the first pick in the draft, or do you think he will? Do you think he will be a bust in the NFL?
Oh, I think he should be the number 1, because if you don't draft him as a GM and he hits, you're getting fired. But guess what, folks? He ain't hitting. He's going to the Chicago Bears. Now, he's going to have a leg up on Justin Fields because they're starting to put pieces around him that they didn't give to Justin. But don't get it twisted. He still is not that good. Justin Fields is a more talented athlete than Caleb Williams. And they'll give him a little bit more time than they gave Justin because now they have to. But he'll ultimately end in the same way, going to a different team where he'll finally be okay.
Wow, there you have it. I mean, I'm not sold on Caleb Williams. I know Chicago is. He'll be the number 1 pick coming up in the NFL draft. The Browns do not have a first-round pick, so you will not hear me talk about the Browns negatively in any way, shape, or form. We've got a quarterback. His name is Deshaun Watson. We've got a backup quarterback in Jameis Winston. We have a third-string quarterback in the guy for Huntley, Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley.
Baltimore. And then you've got DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson from UCLA, drafted by the Browns last year, thrown to the Wolves against Baltimore, and hopefully we'll see. He'll probably end up on the practice squad, I would assume. I mean, I can't believe they would sign Huntley just to cut him loose, but the Browns, hey guys, the Browns are running it back this year. They almost the same defense. Jim Schwartz has yet had another year to develop this defense and make them what they need to be. Stefanski has had time to figure out what he's going to do offensively. The question marks, though, is the health of Nick Chubb. Where will he be? Do we look at potentially drafting another running back? We'll see. It's always fun come draft time, because you never know what's going to happen. The Browns have shocked the world before. I remember doing a live Cleveland Browns draft show when the Browns had the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, and I said the Browns would not draft Baker Mayfield, and lo and behold, the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield number 1 overall. He's not here anymore. So I am not an NFL expert at all. I will guess and pretend. I'll fake it till I make it. How's that sound? And that's kind of how it works. So we'll see. We'll talk more NFL draft as the season gets closer. Before we go, Jay, what do you got?
I got something that I want to share with you all.
Uh-oh.
And it does have to do with all of the quarterbacks in this upcoming NFL draft.
Do I need to?
They all have
do I need to play
they
some
all have
somber
something.
music or anything?
Nah, because they're going to have to tune in next week to listen. But they all have something in common that nobody on earth is talking about. And I'll let y'all know what that is next week.
Wow,
that's all I got for.
Wow, Jay.
That's all I got.
Jay, leaving it on a cliffhanger. I love it. You're going to have to tune in next week, folks. We are here each and every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's always Jay. It's always me. It was almost just me today. Jay showed up at the last minute. I definitely was breathing a sigh of relief because I didn't know if I could talk to myself for almost 30 minutes. So
it's easier than you think.
Jay, every week, folks, 2 p.m. right here on the 330 to go sports talk show. Tomorrow morning, it will be Matt McGaw doing his Tuesday and Thursdays at 9 a.m. on the sports talk show. You've got Jessica Bader doing the 330 to go morning show on Mondays and Wednesday mornings. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., Sam Amico will be here to do his Cavs talk show. Rumor has it Donovan Mitchell could be coming back very soon. So apparently you'll want to tune in to Sam. I'm sure he'll talk all about it. Guys, it is Easter weekend. Good Friday is Friday. Easter is on Sunday. I hope you and your families have an amazing, amazing holiday weekend. Jay, happy Easter to you and your family.
You too, buddy.
I appreciate you. Before we go, remember, guys, you're enough. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Be kind in the comments. Be kind to each other. Happy Easter. And guess what? We'll see you next week.